Hello, welcome to this channel Gain Java Knowledge, and in our previous video we have discussed few methods of java.lang object class, and we have discussed toString, equals, hashcode, finalize and get class method. And today in this video we will discuss clone methods of object class, and we will also discuss different types of cloning supported by Java and when we need to use clone method, and this function is used to create and return a copy of this duplicate object. The process of creating exactly duplicate object is called cloning, and the main objective of cloning is to maintain the backup process. So here we no need to use new operator to create the duplicate object. We can use clone method to make the duplicate copy. And these are the signatures that is protected object clone throws clone not spotted exception. So okay, let's start to write the code and make the copy of the object by using clone function. So here I will create one class, new class, that is employee class, and this employee class contains few properties like private int id, private string name, and here I will generate setter getter for this class, and also generate the constructor by using fields. So here I have created one class, that is employee class, and here I will create one main method, and our employee class contains two property, one is employee id and second is employee name. And in main method here I will create employee object, that is employee1 is equal to new employee, and here I will pass id and name of the employee, user. So here if I want to create the duplicate copy of this employee object, then we need to call the clone function. So here I will call employee1.clone, and here I will use employee object as a reference variable. So here it will create employee2 object, and here we need to typecast employee class object, and we also need to throw declaration, that is clone not spotted exception. And this is a main rule, we can perform cloning only for clonable objects. If this object is clonable, then only we can perform the cloning, and object is said to be clonable only if the corresponding class implements clonable interface. If this class does not implement clonable interface, then it will throw the exception, that is clone not spotted exception. So we have not implemented, and if I will try to run this class, then this will throw the exception that we can see here, clone not spotted exception is thrown. So we must need to implement clonable interface if we want to make the copy of object. So here I will implement clonable interface, and now it will not throw any exception. And this clonable interface is present in java.lang package, and it does not contain any methods. It is a marker interface just, and where the required ability will be provided automatically by the JVM if our class implements this interface. And now if I will run this application, then it will work fine. And here I will just print the statement, that is employee1 dot get id and employee1 dot get name. Like this I will print the value for employee2 also, employee2 name and employee2 id. Here I will just and this is employee 1 and here employee 2. Now if I will run this application, here we can see the output. Employee 1 is one user and employee 2 is the duplicate copy of employee 1, that is name 1, ID 1 and name is user. And here if I will try to change the employee 1 object, like if I want to change the ID of employee 1 and it will be 2, and here I am also changing the name for employee 1, set name, that will be new name, that is Java user. So these changes will not affect on employee 2 object because this is the duplicate and clone copy of the employee 1 that we have created. So here employee 1 will be affected only. So now if I will run this application, here we can see if we done and change in one object, so these changes will be just affected on employee 1 and employee 2 will be the same, that is 1 and name is user. So it is like a shallow cloning. And the clone method of object class support two types of cloning. One is shallow cloning and second is deep cloning. And what is shallow cloning? The process of creating bitwise copy of an object is called shallow cloning. And if the main object contain only primitive variable like this, only primitive values, private int id, private string name. If it contains only primitive variable, then exactly duplicate copy will be created in cloned object that we have created here. And if the main object contain any reference variable, like if our class contain any other object, like here one new class that is address of employee, and this class contain one property private int house number. So here I will generate setter getter for this, generate getter and setter, and also generate constructor using fields. So here we have generated constructor using field. So here I have created one more object that is address and it contains only one property that is private int house number. So if we are using this reference variable here like private address control shift address, then we also need to generate setter getter for this also. Source generate getter and setters, select all, generate, and we also need to change this one. Here I will use new parameterized constructor that will contain 3 parameters. Select all, generate, and here now my employee class also using the reference variable of another class object that is address. So here if I will create the duplicate object for this, so here I will create one address class adr1 is equal to new address that is house number 404, and here I will pass as a parameter address 1. So here I have created one employee object with 3 parameters. 2 is primitive variables and third one is the reference variable of another class object. So here we have done modification in employee 1 set id have modified, and we have also modified the name of the employee 1, and here I will modify the address that is used for employee 1, address one dot set house number, that is 403. So this object that we have changes, this will also affected in cloned object, and this is not a good way. So now if I will run this application, so here we can see the output. So first we need to print this, and here we will print here I will just print employee one dot get address dot get house number. And now we have done this modification, so will also affected in cloned object. So now I will run this class, and here we can see the output. Employee 1 has id 2 and name is Java user, and the house number is 403, and for employee 2 is 1 user. These two properties does not affect it that we have created during cloned object, but these properties has affected when we did modification here, like this address 1 set home number. It's also changed in our cloned object. This was our cloned object, that is employee 2. So to overcome this problem, we need to do deep cloning. And what is deep cloning? The process of creating exactly independent duplicate object is known as deep cloning. In deep cloning, if the main object contain any reference variable, then the corresponding object copy will also be created in cloned object. So object class clone method meant for shallow cloning, but if we want to perform deep cloning, then we need to override the object class clone method. So here we will override clone methods of object class to perform the deep cloning. So there will be no effect on reference object if we do any modification in employee 1 object. So here I will do employee. So here I will create the object for address class. ADR is equal to new address, and here I will get this variable from its object, that is ADR1. So here we will copy and get house number, and we'll also create the object of employee that is equal to new employee, and here we will pass ID, name, and ADDR, that is address, and here we will return this object that we have created after overriding clone function. So now if I will run this program, then there will be no effect on the cloned object. So here we can see the output. First we have created employee 1 object that contains ID 2 Java user 403, and there is no effect on the cloned object that we have created here, employee 2. So we need to do deep cloning if we want to perform the clone object of reference object also. So there are two different types of cloning, that is shallow cloning and deep cloning, and when we need to choose shallow cloning and when we need to use deep cloning, it depends upon requirement. If the object contains only primitive variable, then we should go for shallow cloning, that is the best choice. And if the object contains reference variable of another object, like this employee contains address, then we need to go for deep cloning, and we must override clone method to perform the deep cloning. Okay, thanks for watching this video.